Hello, my name is William Knight. I'm a final year history undergraduate at the University of York, on course for a 2:1 degree this summer, and in this video I'm going to explain why I will be the perfect candidate for this scheme. Firstly, I was born and raised in Suffolk. I'm Suffolk through and through. I grew up in Battersford, which is a small village just outside of Stowmarket, so I have a observer's understanding of some of the issues facing the public sector and funding at the moment. For instance, a big problem in the countryside is always road maintenance and drainage, especially times of heavy rain during the winter, and how that can affect the local populace in getting to work and travelling around. Growing up in and around Stowmarket, I have seen firsthand the massive development of the town and how the population has increased exponentially in my lifetime, and how that has led to increased demand and issues to do with schooling and public health services, and how the local councils have had to try and sort out those issues. Personally, I am also a candidate with growing networking skills and experience through my time at university. I am currently a committee member of University Radio York, which is the oldest and one of the most award-winning independent radio stations in the UK. My main role is to try and secure new music for the station through close connection with promoters and managers of artists. The station needs new music to stay relevant and to create new content, so my job is quite vital. I'm also in contact with local artists in and around Yorkshire to try and bring them on to do live sessions either on campus or in the station studio. Again, making new content, but also maintaining connections between the station and artists and promoters, because in the independent music scene those connections are vitally important. I believe these emerging networking skills will be highly useful for the scheme, and while on a small scale I believe I can develop to do it on a larger scale and be very successful in it. I'm also a creative person. I've served as producer for the two main music shows on URY, which involves writing show plans as well as coming up with new content from term to term to keep the shows relevant and to keep people listening. I also produce cross-media content for the shows, which include blog posts and posts on Twitter and Facebook and so on, to just give the station a more professional, less studenty vibe. Leadership experience is another thing that I have gained whilst at university. As I said, I'm on the committee for the University Radio York, so one of the management positions, one of the small group of people that actually run the station, which involves promoting the station, so some form of marketing, as well as training new people, so first years and freshers. I've also done a lot of volunteer work, which has increased my communication skills and teamwork skills to the general public. I volunteered at a local school library for a summer holiday, which increased my ability to talk to not only children, in that it was a volunteer scheme to help them with their reading challenges over the summer, to get them to continue to read books over the summer. So not only was I encouraging children to read and helping them with their reading, but also talking to their parents, explaining why the scheme was so important to them. And a lot of the time it was very busy. There was only me and a couple of other volunteers there. So we had to learn how to give each child the attention they deserved, but also meeting the needs of the parents who are very busy. One of the major skills I've also learned is analysis, particularly of literary works. As a humanitarian student, I don't have a lot of experience of data, but with written sources, I've learned how to read them effectively, how to attack a piece of reading. Often the time I'll be given large sources which is unfamiliar information to me, but I can read it effectively and summarise the key points very well and concisely into a useful argument. So to summarise this video, I'm a Suffolk boy through and through, and working for the public sector on this scheme would be an amazing opportunity for me, and I'd jump onto it and give it my all to help this amazing community. I have some experience in networking, which I believe I can develop further and be a real asset to the scheme. I am a creative person with excellent written and verbal communication skills, and I also have developing leadership and teamwork skills, which I believe will make me a valuable part of the team. But most importantly, I'm a hard worker, and I promise that if if I was lucky enough to be accepted onto this scheme, I'd give it my all day in and day out to help this amazing community. So thank you for your time, and I hope you consider me for this scheme. Thank you very much.